So at SimGHOSTS 2017 USA this year at WakeMed in Raleigh, North Carolina, we decided to do something different for kind of the creative energy that so much of the simulation technology operations community has. And all around the world, SimGHOSTS has traveled to many different events, produced events, and also connected with other organizations around the world. And consistently, we heard for this call to try to bring folks together to provide a hackathon-like workshop where technology specialists, as well as clinical educational specialists and vendor representatives, could come together and try to solve some of the problems that were occurring within the industry, similar to hackathons that one would experience in other types of industries, like those out of San Francisco or the Silicon Valley, and all across the United States, and you know, these accelerator hubs, incubator hubs that are popping up all over the world. And so this year we were very honored to receive a sponsorship from EMS SimulationIQ for a full-day pre-conference event here at the center, where we were able to combine lots of different technologies and groups together. 3 different groups came together to work on projects throughout the day, and go through a process where within one day we created something. Those groups created things to try to address those problems. And so David Escobar from Sim Alliance and Level 3 was there to also help to kind of oversee this process in terms of the engagement. So David, you want to tell us a little bit about the day and what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were able to bring together over 15 participants that were addressing certain issues that we were having in simulation. So they came up with addressing either problems with mannequins, repair, or bring in a new, completely different solution. We had some skills trainers that we would like to see improved or built a new solution. And we brought in some microcontrollers, Arduino boards, to let them put together projects that now involve some electricity and some programming. And we kind of just said, go for it. And these teams came together. They formed some amazing projects. We utilized 3D printing. We utilized programming. We utilized our president, Scott. He came over and was able to help out a lot of this stuff, provide that higher medical knowledge that we didn't have at the time. So it was a really good opportunity for all these people to come together and participate in the first hackathon for SimGHOSTS.
Absolutely. It was a really cool, really great day. It was a lot of energy. And so the winners were many of the members that you see here, but not all of them, from the group name of Crike Kids, right? That was the one? Right. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the project that you guys created, and we'll kind of pass around the mic and just hear a little bit about what was built on Tuesday.
Sure. Thank you. We decided that we wanted to create an airway trainer for doing crikes for senior residents that are emergency residents. So the fidelity has to be lifelike, or more lifelike than what's available on the market. So, and after talking to Scott, he was telling us that what's really helpful is when you make the cut through the cricoid, there needs to be a little bit of an opening, and there needs to be some movement. So we developed our prototype with springs from a pen, and we were able to capture that movement, which was kind of neat.
Yeah, so I think we first came together and we thought about the design, and then after that, we had our team, specifically Hintley and I think Daniel, who both did the programming on the software. I forget the name. Tinkercad. Mm-hmm. And I think that took a lot of time, but with Scott's help and their expertise, they were able to do that. And we 3D printed 2 different pieces, and I think it was really an interesting example of how people are kind of intimidated about 3D printing, but 3D printers are everywhere and really accessible, and they're at libraries. And I think we were able to create something in a shockingly short amount of time that was that had the right anatomical landmarks, and for a pretty low price. So I think that was really great for the process. Yeah.
And what I found to be pretty remarkable is that they had found some materials, actually, I think, from some trash here at the center, and been able to create moulage out of them. So maybe, Chris, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so actually it was mine. It was Sue's idea. She made the moulage, and then they found recycled bubble wrap in one of the laying around. So we covered that with moulage to simulate the skin, and then after that we had simulated blood, and we small syringe, 25 gauge, and we filled the each bubble with some simulated blood, And then afterwards, we sealed it with a little bit more moulage so it wouldn't leak out.
My final question for Henley is just this process of the hackathon itself, in terms of having just about 7-8 hours or so to work, meet new team members, come up with a plan, solve a problem, and create something. How was it as a hackathon type event where you came together as a workshop in one day?
Well, basically, I can say that we had a really good, solid team that we came together. We had really good ideas. We had a few ideas at first, and we kind of we settled on the one, and we all came to an agreement that that was a good idea. We went through the process of kind of figuring out how we're gonna go about it really quickly, and then once we got down to that point, we kind of just really worked very well together to kind of formulate the whole plan, and we made sure that everybody had a good active part with everything that was going on, and we all kind of, like I said, came together and really were able to create this great project. Without I mean, it was a long time, but it was a lot of there were difficulties here and there, but we used all our heads and came together, and we created something great.
Yeah, and as one of the judges or reps of the various groups that judged the final projects, we did feel that you guys had taken the challenge and really completed a project start to finish within the 8-hour block, which actually was able to be usable and potentially could be a product that could be developed long term quite quickly and quite affordably. And so that's why your group won. So definitely want to congratulate all of you on that, and thanks to David, and of course thanks to EMS SimulationIQ for their support of this sponsorship of the SimGHOSTS 2017 USA Hackathon.